How's it going, guys? D here with Blerd News. We got a lot to talk about this week, from San Diego Comic-Con to video games to a lot of other things inside of it. Let's just get into it. DC Comics has a series out right now, their new main event called Dark Crisis. Dark Crisis is going to be featuring a lot of different characters going for a very long time and possibly not even coming back. Characters like the Trinity, like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and all the types of characters that have been around for many years. And the big difference between these characters dying this time is the fact that they may not come back this time. Josh Williamson's creating a story that's changing DC comic books as we know it. It has the new Justice League coming into play, like John Kent, the son of Superman. You got Jace Fox, the new Batman, and you have Yara Flor, the new Wonder Woman, taking on mantles of the old characters and showing us like what these new characters can do while the old ones are gone. But it's also touching on the Infinite Crisis story that we've known about for over 30 years now. It's really changing the game of DC comic books. It's really changing how we see this universe and the multiverse of that universe, of that omniverse altogether. I hope you guys are checking it out. Yo and Nerd and I are reading this comic book as we do Comic Point almost every week. I hope you guys check along with us and tell us what you think about this comic book as you watch every episode. Next up, we got some San Diego Comic-Con news. Now, the day of this recording, it's only been day one of the San Diego Comic-Con, but we still got some news that are coming out for us right now. Stuff like that, the Interview with the Vampire, the TV series is coming out pretty soon. You have some MCU news after the recent episode of Ms. Marvel. It turns out that the X-Men may be getting their first movie at the MCU. Now, I can't really say if that's going to be coming out or not because this is just a rumor, but it seems to be that there's a lot of mutant talk going on right now, and San Diego Comic-Con is a place where everyone's talking about this reveal is going to be happening soon. Also, in more San Diego Comic-Con news, the new D&D trailer has just dropped. Now, a lot of you know about the original D&D film that had Marlon Wayans inside of it. This has a very different take and feel. It has Chris Pine, it has Hugh Grant, it has Michelle Rodriguez. The story seems a lot different than what we saw about 20 years ago. And I know a lot of the table board fans, the D&D fans alone, are very excited about this film. It seems to have like a lot of folks reacting to it, and I'm really excited to see like how this plays out with shows like Vox Machina that's out right now. It seems to be taking a lot of cues from that, making it a little bit more modernized, but also just like a little medieval at the same time as well. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to turn out for everybody. Next up, Batman is dead, and he's not coming back. In a new video game, Gotham Knights, Batman is dead inside this series, and he is not coming back. You're going to have your choices of two different Batgirls. You're going to have a lot of DLC characters inside of this. Characters like Duke Thomas, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and like different variations of their costumes, their variation of their characters. It seems like WB Montreal really wants to change the game when it comes to this. If it's not WB Montreal, it's definitely Rocksteady who's changing the game with this, and they really want you to see these characters. This game is going to have a lot of different stories attached to it that breaks the norm of superheroes and comic books, where a character is gone and definitely not coming back this time. Next up, DC's War of the Undead Gods. Now, this story has been building up for a very long time. The DC's series is essentially how you would see Marvel zombies in the DC universe. That's characters being killed, gets characters being annihilated by like a zombie plague, essentially, and like how the characters in that universe really handle those situations. And I look at this as a way to change the template of how we see these characters, and like to be able to move forward to accept like certain things that could or couldn't happen inside these universes, and like go on from there. But if you haven't checked out DC's, this is a good time to start. It's really changing like how we see these characters and putting a new Justice League in the forefront, since the original Justice League is also gone. Let's take a little break and slow down and go to Artist of the Day. Artist of the Day is Heart's Form B. This is also a recommendation from Princess Zahida. She told us about this artist, and B, also known as B, she does like a lot of different stories, a lot of different concepts with her work. The colors are the real takeaway of all of this. It has a very smooth feel to it. It's very bubbly. It's kind of smooth at times also. You really get like a glossy feel for this, and it reminds me of certain cartoons you used to watch back in the 90s, and like I can't stop looking at this kind of work. If you like it, definitely make sure you follow, leave some love, and things like that. Also, comic book of the day. Now, we've been talking about this comic book inside the story, and like I just gotta tell you, like it has to be Dark Crisis. Like I know, like I'm a little late to the game when it comes to Dark Crisis, but like this is it. This is a story. Dark Crisis is the comic book of the week. I hope you guys are reading this story because it is. This is one of the few like comics I've actually like taken part in and read, and I gotta tell you, it's good. It's worth to read. It's worth checking out. If you haven't checked out this story, you are missing out. If you're a DC fan, you're missing out. If like you love like the characters, like in the flow of DC comic books, you are missing out. So definitely check out this story. Definitely let me know what you think about it. Leave some love and some comments. And until next time, take it easy.